Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609, still alive and in Technicolor from Llano, Texas, near Llano, in a ungated community called an RV park. Very classy place to live. Anyway, I'm still in my 2019 Casita Freedom Deluxe 17 footer, 84 square feet of interior space, long time, full time RVer. Got a Class C on order and no update yesterday. I did talk to the salesman in El Texas, but he told me that Thor Manufacturing closes down for 2 weeks at Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's what he said. Now, I don't know. We have to check that out. But anyway, the Class C that I ordered is in transportation, which is a separate company. So he said, yeah, it should be here any day. He said they're still receiving inventory from Thor daily. So anyway, we'll see what happens. So today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. It is right now, guys. And so enjoy it. Make the best of it. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Llano, Texas?
In Llano, it's currently 53 degrees.
53 with a high of 56 and a low of 38 and a 100% chance of rain. So it's going to be sprinkling. It's not raining now, though. Anyway, hey, Google, what's the temperature in Bangor, Maine?
In Bangor right now, it's 38 degrees.
With a high of 46, a low of 28 and a 10% chance of rain. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Butte, Montana?
The temperature in Butte right now is 14 degrees.
With a high of 41, a low of 11, and 0% chance of rain. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Fairbanks, Alaska?
The temperature in Fairbanks right now is 6 degrees.
That's the high. The low's going to be -1, and there's a 10% chance of snow, I guess. Anyway, these are all my buddies back here.
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that.
Shut up.
Here.
Anyway, this is Matilda the trash can. That's Trenton Clump. Those are bananas. That's Mr. Bojangles and what else? There's all kind of stuff there. That's a smiling face, and that says life is better than a casita, and it is to me, and that's Olive Oil's bras. But having said that, guys, moving right along here, hey, Google, tell us a joke.
Why didn't the melons get married? Because they cantaloupe.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Anyway, cantaloupe.
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that.
Shut up.
Here are other things you can try.
Dang. Irritating thing. You told the joke. Now shut up. Exit stage left. Anyway, the Sunday school teacher was describing how Lot's wife looked back and turned into a pillar of salt. Little Billy interrupted. My mommy looked back once while she was driving, and she turned into a telephone pole. Little Johnny's not too sharp. Poor old Johnny. Anyway, enough said about that. We got the quote here. We got to do the quote. The quote button.
You are not your resume. You are your work. Seth Godin.
Well, how genius. You are your work. Well, what if you don't work? What if you're like me? You're retired. I am just me. Anyway, this is on triking and Llano stuff. RV living with the geezer says, Rusty, I ate at Rosita's good, cool little park. I've always liked Llano. It's a neat, if you got to be somewhere, it ain't bad, you know. And Kevin Foltz, I agree. Oh, on the movie, that was the movie with Clint Eastwood called The Mule. He said, to Kevin Foltz says, I agree. A 3 at the best on the movie. I was thinking a 2. Totally agree. It was below his abilities. Well, they put all kind of fluff in there. It was just, it just jumped to another scene completely. It was just totally jerking you around. Anyway, I'm not going to do that again. I'll watch my YouTube stuff and that's it. Linda Hardy, I'm with you, Rusty. I would love to have any creative ability. I spent 50 years as an accountant, and creative accounting is pretty much frowned upon. Yeah, I did some creative accounting on my own. Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, that's when you do the off balance sheet stuff. That's what these corporations do. That's how they avoid income tax. They stack it overseas in these accounts. Yeah, man, there's all kind of stuff going on now. Tom Fowler, very neat, Rusty. Llano seems to be a very nice small town. The only place to live, small town USA. For me, it is. For other people, they may like the big city, big lights, and lots of lights. Michelle Wilkerson on the tracking stuff. I really enjoyed this video. So many interesting things to see. I had to watch it twice. Well, I'm glad you did, Michelle. I appreciate that. You have a pure heart. So if anybody wants to binge watch all my videos, just do it. Scotty Thompson, Cool Video Talk Rusty. Thank you, Scotty Thompson, the masked bowler in Wisconsin. Karen R. says, I've seen people hang wine bottles upside down on the wire trees. It looked cool. Yeah, they call them bottle trees. Yeah, they actually sell them here in Llano out on the highway. And believe it or not, people buy them and put them in their yards. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I believe Americans will buy anything. I do. I mean, and I'm guilty. Bruce Johnson, stay cool, Rusty. Okay. Thank you. Evelyn Lowry. Rusty, you had a great mother. Great memories of a great woman. Yeah, she was good. Fine. Yeah, she took care of the kids. There was 4 of us, and we all did okay. Scotty Thompson, 2 comments. Bowling is not an aggressive sport like other sports are, Rusty. No, unless you just hit somebody in the head with a bowling ball. That'll cut the crap out. But anyway, thank you, Scotty. Scotty Thompson again. Cool comment call. Thank you. Yeah, if you bang somebody on the head with a bowling ball, that pretty much stops the crap. I guarantee you. I mean, Jamie Macon. The artwork and garden are cool, but wow, that caboose has been nicely restored since last time you drove through that area. Chesapeake and Ohio did not expect to see that in Llano, but the paint job on it looks great. I miss the days of the cabooses being in the trains. I would always love to see the efforts like this. I always love to see the efforts like this to restore and preserve them. Thanks for the tour. Yeah, whenever we used to see a train coming by and it had a caboose back when I was growing up, you'd wave and the guys at the caboose would wave at you. And sometimes if you waved at the train, the engineer would honk the horn. And that was muy bueno. Anyway, NB, Rusty, yum yum. That looks delicious. It looks like you had all the trimmings. Oh, that's on my Thanksgiving dinner. Thank you very much. Anyway, long comment. I'll read the rest of it later. Thank you, NB. Hoist up to sail, NB. Arthur Gearlitz. Binge watching still. Way to go, Arthur. Keep it up, baby. It'll keep you off the medication or get you on it forever. Great video showing how to get to Guadalupe State Park. I can't wait to go here. Yeah, Guadalupe Mountains State Park. Yeah, it's all dry camping. There's no hookups for the RVs. They have an RV section and then they have a tent section, and it's pretty neat. It's not very big really, and there's not a lot to do. If you're a climber, that's a nice place to be, or a hiker or something. That's okay. Slow Mo 53. You can get some high winds out there. Be aware of that. Slow Mo 53, great tour of Depot Garden, just nice and peaceful. Thanks, Rusty. You're very welcome, Slow Mo 53. Blanche Taylor. It was sure nice walking with you. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I did, about as good as I've ever had. Rita Richardson, I love desert plants. Nice video. Thank you. Yeah, this is the type of video I will do that I've always done. Interviewing people that have RVs and stuff, shoots the views up. You can watch, cheap RV living. If you interview people that are living in a matchbox or a toaster, or they're living in a garbage can, those shoot your views up. You know what I mean? Because people are interested in different things. But for me, I don't care how they're living. Okay, I mean, I just hope they're enjoying their life. If somebody, I'll do it every now and then if somebody is around and they want to do one, that's fine. Anyway, what do we got here? Sanborn S, thanks for the tour, Rusty. There are hidden gems like that in small towns across America. You just need to know where to look. That's something else. And I was going to do a video about it. May do it today. I don't know. I may do a driving video and we'll talk about it. But you can live your life looking through a microscope, or you can live your life looking through a telescope. And by that I mean, if you just focus on your immediate area, there's all kind of things there. I mean, if you look at something under a microscope, there's a lot going on. And the same way with a telescope, and people that are traveling are kind of using the telescope philosophy. They're going all over trying to find whatever they're looking for, the beauty of the planet. And I have to tell you that sometimes it's right where you are and you just forgot to look. So anyway, moving along. This is James Ortiz. We surveyed property so the deal would close. Strange enough, I surveyed a caboose that belonged to McDonald's. I measured it up and sketched it. Well, good for you, James. G. Reg's Life. Happy Thanksgiving, Rusty. Thank you. Same to you. Edward Maraglia. Who knew Llano, Texas would be on my bucket list? Thanks for showing it to us Rangers. Well, it's to me, I mean, of course, Fredericksburg, Texas is one that ought to be on your bucket list. Fredericksburg's a good one. And Alpine, Texas is a good one. Marfa, Texas is a good one. Fort Davis is a good one. There's just a lot of neat little towns, Alpine and Llano are nice, no doubt. I'll get it out here. Ernest Lucas. That's a nice caboose. Whoever obtained it had good vision. Hard to find now. Yeah, I imagine they are. G. Reg's Life. Happy Beer 30 Rusty. Thank you. Living Large Lodge Life. We stayed there in 2018. Where was that? Walking through, Manzano Mountains. We stayed there in 2018 with our Class A and loved hiking all over. Yeah, Manzano Mountains, it's a state park. There's not many hookups with water and electric, but it's okay. It's up in the elevations a little bit. Yeah, I was in Manzano Mountains last summer, I think. Or was it the summer before? I can't remember. Tom Swinburne. You keep finding these very cool and interesting gardens, art installations, botanical exhibits, and the like. The folks that do these are talented individuals, and we are the better for their contributions. No, I agree. Much as I'd love to move to Llano or pretty much anywhere in the hill country, it isn't to be. Well, do what you got to do, Tom, and enjoy your life the best he does. So it says, thanks a bunch for letting us come along. It's the next best thing to be in there. The rivers from the Llano to the Guadalupe, Frio, Nueces are the backdrops for my dreams. A little bit of heaven on earth. Yeah, it's a neat area. Yeah, I mean, I'm reading a book about cattle drives that started from this area and south. Uvalde down around Brownsville and places, and they all came up through here and they talk about the rivers and stuff. And it's just like, the cattle drive is happening now because all those places are still here. And I can say, oh yeah, I know where that is. Anyway, this is Dranolis 84, I guess. This is Fort Stanton. Thanks, Rusty. I enjoy your videos because I was born in Alamogordo. I've never been there, and I'm 69 years old. I'm planning on a trip, but my wife passed 10 years ago. Keep up the great videos. I'm a native Kentuckian, but live in Nashville. Go for it. Thank you. Michael Colley, sweet on the triking stuff. Tony Venata, good morning, America. Good morning to you, Tony. Steve Wyden. Roses seriously don't want animals messing with them. They are tough plants, too. They are pretty hardy and can be cut back pretty hard. You see them in stones, surviving wrapped up tight in small plastic bags for a long time. They can grow like thick bushes or climb up all over things with pretty deep, firm roots for plants that size. Says, yes, there's definitely a lot of plants that protect themselves with thorns, but really not many worse come to mind than roses. That's for sure. Yeah, you get ready to pick a rose, you better have gloves on. GR Tex, Gertic, 1006. OMG, I love this video. Lived in Bertram, Texas for 4 years. 2004, drove to Llano to see bald eagles on the way. Drove through Llano during that time. Don't remember any of this. Anyway, I just love places like this. Very soon we are planning to take a trip to the hill country. Doubt if we'll have time to Llano. But anyway, they're going to go to Bertram, Burnett, Marble Falls. Well, anyway, if you get a chance, go to Marble Falls, Texas now in the evenings, and they have the Christmas lights, the parade of lights or whatever they call it down by the river, Colorado River. Yeah, you can, it's beautiful. My son just sent me some pictures. He was there last night, apparently. No, they spend a lot of time and effort on that. That's their big deal of the year. Big gift again. I love it, love it, love it. The simple things of life most of the time are the best. In this fast-paced world, anymore, we fail to stop and smell